I think we actually might be able to play like all of the Copa America right now. But this is our last training praise of the year. He's Jean Trujillo, still getting better, absolute baller. Look at Manuel. Maybe he might. I don't know. I don't know if he's a Champions League winning center back, but he might bully Benegas out of the lineup. He gets into the lineup. He plays well. He shows improvement. This is what dreams are made of. Sebastian Beaver. Oh, how I love you. Sebastian Beaver. You are the one to see it through.
Will the Dorfs win the Champions League? Only Zealand's forehand can tell. If you look close enough, you may find out.
It's like a crystal ball. It's actually what's wrong with me. You know, my mom shook me a lot. She thought I was like a Magic 8 ball.
I'm almost sad that we've isn't a defender and can't build a dam to help the Dorfers, but we can cut down the opposition with them.
I'm sad he can't build a dam to help the Dorfers. Last match of the season. I just wanted to leave this match so that we could go out there and have like, you know, one fun event before we get into the off season where we really start pulling our hair out, you know. But Wendy's had a huge thing, and they had a foam pit too, where we fought with like giant French toast sticks, which I'm pretty sure I've had that dream. Nice pass, terrible shot. Guys, Sandara, Christian, or thank you for the 9 months. Jayhawk, thank you for the 10. You know, love and help out of that, but I don't think you'd be able to win that just on the legal basis. You know what I mean? That just changed the rest of her life. Hopefully not in a major way, but now she's always going to have the fuse back. Hey, we scored. You know, so you deserve to get something out of that. Yeah, the extent of her injuries will absolutely play in her favor, because that's like an incredible honestly, I can't, like, you go to TwitchCon and you break your back in 2 places. I can't even. Goal, Enriquez. I'm amazed. We've built this incredible team. We don't have good penalty takers or good set piece takers anywhere on the roster. Zenda. Oh, he is special, isn't he? He is a special snowflake. Mine. Why did you not just pick it up? Why did you not just pick it up, dude? Mark, Aaron, Wolf. Although we are happy to, you know, we're comfortable with Mark Aaron Wolf now because he no longer has that release clause. He's fine. He's here to stay. Hervé. Nice goal. That was really well worked. That was fabulously well worked by Christopher Martinez. Sorry about that sticker of a Thursday Night Football game you had to watch. That was all right. I had a good time, and I wasn't there for most of it. I was just there for the last half of the 4th quarter and overtime. What a finish! Let's make our subs. I saw somebody calling earlier for the subs, and I do appreciate it. And what I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. This might be a curtain call for Owen Vanderhorst. I don't know where he fits into this team necessarily next year with players like Christopher Martinez grabbing more minutes in the center of the park and Eric Elek coming into his zone and Katutsa Tiowan coming into his zone. I know that's going to start a riot in the chat. Me just mentioning that's going to start a riot. This is the first year where it really feels like he just hasn't found himself involved in the team all that much. And I feel bad about it. Oh, this might be a penalty. That might be a penalty. I feel bad about it. Thank you guys both for being a part of the Hammers long term. Old Mad Jack. Oh, how do we not have a better? I don't feel bad for him. I'm not angry at him. He's a defensive midfielder that is somehow supposed to be our best penalty taker, because nobody else is good at taking penalties. What's everybody scared? Like, okay, he went 1 for 2 today. It wasn't a bad penalty. Oh, what a touch. What a not goal. Come on, man. That's good. That's good pass by Arling. You know, we are playing a match here. Max Dane. I know it's weird without the sound. Arling. Oh, dragging it back. Marcus Dane. shots getting rolled to end the season. A beautiful message. Henneman and, our forward, Henneman, Hervé, Duran, all getting in. Dane looks really nice out wide. He's done that for a couple of games now. He looks really nice out wide, but that's the last match of the season. So now we're into the off season and into Copa America stuff. We'll be dealing with transfers and Copa America stuff at the same time. Yeah, Max Hervé, I think, shattered the record for most goals scored over the course of a season by somebody on our team. Oh, no! Oh, the penalty. Oh, Kevin. Oh, the penalty would have made Kevin, if the penalty that he missed would have made him $500,000. Absolutely fumbled the bag. The penalty he missed would have made him $500,000. You're so Baravon, thank you for the prime. I don't think anybody would be here after that. I want to slide into LAU's DMs. You got to be stronger than that, dude. It's all editing. You got to be stronger than that. Nothing is real, dude. Chris MD's video of his cat saving those shots, that wasn't even real. It's not real. You haven't met somebody in real life. Don't slide. Do not slide. Disappointed that we read. The board's legitimately disappointed in our European performance. Oh, we've built such amazing standards. Yeah, our reputation is still continental, which is good. We sold over 20,000 kits, which is cool. Fans player of the season, Deste? Really? Stefano Deste was the player of the season. Max Hervé was young player of the season. Signing of the season was Christopher Martinez. Goal of the season was Aviv. Top goal scorer was Max Hervé. Most assists was Daney at 16. Player of the matches, Hervé was 7. Average rating was 7.8 for Hervé. And then Enriquez completed 77 passes per 90. Most overall goals scored by a player. Give it 2 claps. Most league goals scored by a player. Record broken. Give me 2 claps. Here, I'll get myself over this corner. Most shutouts by a player in a season. 26. Give me 2. Highest transfer fee paid. 86 million for Zoltan Nadadvari. Give me 2. And youngest goal scorer in club history at 16 years, 99 days. Sebastian Beaver. Give me 2. Hervé breaking the league and overall goal scoring record in club history is awesome. It is time to wind up for the Copa America. Oh, the Euros is also going on as well. Stadium. Whoa! My.
Elite online gaming community tries other games.
Good evening, Tynes. They're expanding the stadium. They just announced a 9,000 seat expansion to the Yzda. It'll take around 5 months to complete and will be done in October of this year. A $32 million cost. It will round out the corners of the stadium, I'm assuming, and give us almost 38,000. We are massive. Copa, thank you so much for the prime. Massive club. Board just set our budgets. A little low on the wage budget side. They shifted that a lot. So we're gonna go take a look at that, make a budget adjustment, and make sure that we have plenty in the wage budget. So we play Chile, Japan, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia. That is not an easy group. Would love to win the group. Feel like that's a must. And then Anthony Chiaretti. I'm actually going to start David, which is insane because Anthony Chiaretti is... I mean, look at his goal scoring record for Brazil. It's nuts. 33 goals in 30 matches, right? But I think David, who I gave his initial cap to Brazil, is actually better than Anthony Chiaretti. I do. He had 20 goals in 27 matches for Real Madrid this season. It is hard to tell me I'm wrong. Twisted, thank you for the 4 months. And we have a chance to go out there and win the Copa America. And it starts against the host nation, Chile, today. And the audio is not working. This game is spectacular. We had it set up, and now once we go into the match, it won't be there. So we're gonna have to restart it again after this match, and then I think it'll work. Don't let Brazil down. The expectations are high. It's Brazil. It's the host nation Chile at the Copa America. Then why does it look like, oh, okay. It's like they half and half the stands. He's got the bacon C, the 3-year subscriber thing. Thank you so much, Otto, for being a great part of the Hammers. Angelo, it's Angelo. Oh. That's a smart one by Malik. Very smart. They're pretty high up the field. We need our midfield to show. We can carve these guys. Or Murado can just go all the way up the field. That works too. Literally my center back. Wide. No. Over the cliff. It's David. Oh. We've dominated possession. We've swaggered. You know, we've gotten some threatening balls to the ball. Oh my goodness. Oh, get him up. Ref. At their own party. Yeah. Ref. Give me the wow. Get him off the field. Get him off the field. But I appreciate you guys coming over. I hope you have a good time here like you did there. Oh, Angelo! Oh, it's a fabulous goal by Angelo. Brazil leads 1-0 over the host nation. Hope you have a great time with that year and a half. Thank you for the prime. You have 2 children. Oh, my goodness.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
Chile again! Chile got a second red! We're flying. We're bringing back the old days. What are we doing? Well, now, okay. Okay. All right. Everybody chill. Everybody just take a second. Just take a breath. We're gonna go back to doing what we were doing. We're gonna turn that off. Got a little too cozy. We're gonna turn that back on. Turn that off, and we're just gonna play the way we played before. You know, a little attacking. We did just give up a goal up 2 men, so this is the most pressure they can put on the back line, and we still have a numerical advantage like everywhere. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Oh. And so he always recommended Wales as a place to manage. Then, of course, we went to the national team there as well. But Mombot actually had a lot of choices of flags to hang up in the background while she got stuck here during the hurricane. And she went with the Welsh one. So it's really a Mombot question. Oh, it's Ismail Kumra. It's his first goal for Brazil. 40 shots in this. I know they had 2 first-half red cards. We have 40 shots. There you go, baby. Bruno Luis. Ribeiro Azevedo. Yarley. Driving the inline. Yarley. Fernando to David. What a playmaker. And it's 5-1. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be on extended for the next match. Great performance. Not too much you can take from a 5-1 win to start the competition, but great performance. We're all in this game to win. I'm happy with the way we played. We can build on these good times. Morale is obviously high. We got Japan in a couple of days. Let's do it, baby. Give me Marcos Antonio. That's who I wanted. Gabby Menino's supposed to go there for Malik, but it's fine. Okay. We should beat Japan, but they actually gave Colombia a really good game last time out. So I'm thinking their tactics actually pretty good. We're aiming our set pieces at the right guy. We don't have any particularly tall other members of the team. Lucas? Oh, no. Absolutely not. Not good. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo playing for Japan just scored against us. And I thought we were in really good control of this game, and then all of a sudden we got caught up. Our defense, defense isn't our strength. We're Brazil. We go out, we score goals. That's what we do. All right, on this ball, quick. Honestly, it's not the worst thing. It does focus us up early. I think he's onside there. He's not. Oh. Yeah. Japan just hit me with the Sui, and we couldn't respond. What a Welsh message. Hey! He heard me! He heard me call him the worst player in our defense. It's Josiah Gregor with the equalizer. And Brazil is back on level terms at Copa America. Josiah Gregor. It takes all 23, chat. No shot. He just picked that out. Oh, it was close. David. Malik. Oh, back to David. It has to be. And it is. It's Angelo for Brazil. Like the revenge arc going on right now. I love that energy. No! 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 You impudent whelps! The freaking frick is going on right now, man? God, barbecued like it's 4th of July. You don't even know what that is because we're in freaking Chile and you were a Brazilian. My mom just roasted the bejesus out of my golfing skill. She's not wrong. I lost about 8 golf balls in 10 holes. Hey!
Ref!
Hey!
Ref! Ref!
Go!
Ref!
Hey, come on now. Come on. Good night, 1 a.m. here. Got to wake up early and take that Liepāja to the Champions League. Have fun. Thank goodness. Let's go. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Let's go. Yeah? Kia ready? Oh, yes. That's so good. And he's offside again. Did you even know where the line is? Is your name Speed? I don't even remember who else is in our group. Oh, he's got to be off. That was a malicious challenge. Studs were up. Get him off the field.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
Kawamata. All right, Yarley, turn and burn, baby. Turn and burn, Yarley. Send him off. No way. There's no way he's going to send him off for that. That looked pretty benign.
Ref!
Oh, my.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
We almost scored on that, too. Our opponents have gotten 2 red cards in both of our games. Now, granted, Japan left it late. That was not a red. The first one was a red. That was not a red. I don't know what that was. Multi-red card games in consecutive matches against us. Oh, it's good being Brazil. We've got the refs in our pot. Oh, come on. Suppose this game is already over. I can just pull up the tacos now. Where are the tacos? Yeah, Chiaretti actually didn't find the net in a rare turn of events, but we are ahead of Colombia on goal difference. Peru's the other team. Potential issue with Vanderhorst. He should be getting more playing time to improve. Yeah, see, we're going to have to let him go. He knows that he needs to play more in order to make the Gold Cup roster next year. Do you have any words for Gracia in Japan following the match? They can be very proud of themselves. I thought they played tremendously well. We got ahead of him late, but... Okay, so he doesn't really care, but he's upset that he's become uninvolved in the U.S. team and he wants to be at the Gold Cup next year. Josiah Gregor is a backup. Ibanez is a backup. Matez Enrique is a backup. Where's Vanderson? Backup. Yeah, okay, cool. Just need the backups. We've restarted the game, so there should be match sound finally after that stupid little glitch. Yarley. Gabby. Go wide, Yarley. Go wide. Vanderson. Back to Yarley. That's such a bad shot. Is it possible to say retain this player rather than trade? Yeah, if you go to their transfer page, you can actually tell your general manager to not sell for any price. And so you can say, like, I don't want to get rid of Messi, right? If I'm managing PSG or something like that. You can do that. I think he was off. What? What are we doing? How is that guy on side 2? Why is Mateus Enrique somehow not getting that clear?
Z in the shop.
Can't get beat there, Vanderson. Come on. Perry, thank you for the 5 months. Thank goodness. I thought we were about to get an animation where he let that ball through. I was going to lose it. Man, we really need to find a goal scoring chance. We need to stop giving them so much. Yarley, get some air on it. It was there. I feel like Ribeiro Azevedo has been secretly disappointing as well. He's had a lot of opportunities, and he needs to get the ball off his foot faster. Oh, that's a good ball. Dang it, man. Oh, that was better. That was better. Oh, slip him. Antonio! And it's Marcos Antonio in the 77th minute for Brazil. A massive goal that will keep them top of this Copa America group, and that draw is so important in the knockout stages. Marcos Antonio. Finally, we were able to connect a pass. They'd gotten a foot in like every time. Oh, another one. Good control. Ribeiro Azevedo, and our shooting continues to be abysmal in this tournament. It's DeJesus. And then he jumps. And then he jumps. Absolute short circuit there from Josiah Scrigor. Matias with a complete bailout save.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
Some idiot. We somehow created numerical supremacy to triangle them to death on the near side of the field anyways. Well done, guys. That's a good result. Back ourselves against anyone? Yes, we arguably should have scored earlier, made it hard for ourselves. I agree with that. I don't think we played particularly well. But if you can not play well and still get the win, that's what it's all about. Oh, Switzerland with the win over Hungary. A 3-2 win that Thomas Joulaire played 90 minutes of. And we have officially qualified for the quarterfinal, which is good. Today's results sees your side advance to the next round. So you don't have Jose Roberto. We do have these guys. Yep. I like to have my bench in the right order so that when I look at it, I know what positions I have available for substitutions. So we're playing against Jan Trujillo. We're playing against Kevin Enriquez. We know what these guys can do. They're very good, but they are tired. They have not rotated their team as well as we have, particularly up front. They are tired. So I'm thinking we play a standard line and we type mark. Is everybody okay with that? We type mark, we get stuck in, and we make their life really hard. Fine for partying instead of training multiple times. The club get the quick cross in. Oh, but Angelo with a late arriving volley. Yes, yes, yes. Vamos! Oh, he's shooting at himself. That's broken through for Brazil. And the big dog on the block is still the big dog on the block. Oh, Nelson Malik. Oh, excellent work. Oh, come on. Oh, perfect ball. Lucas actually short-circuited a bit there. And we are counter-pressed, too. They've just not been able to play their way out. Fernando, where's the cross? David! Oh, my. David. Is he related to Xander? Oh, yes, Yarley. Yarley, Fernando! Yeah, wait for him to show up, and then right through the channel. Once Yarley again. Yarley doesn't stop moving. Look at Yarley Fernando. Look at Yarley Fernando. Sadi Ribeiro Acevedo, and it's 3-0 Brazil. Absolutely tremendous control. We gave them 1 or 2 looks, but they're so talented that's really, really hard to prevent. Pure just control. Oh, baby! These are the top 2 teams in World Cup qualifying in South America, but only one of them was on top today. It's Brazil 4, Colombia 0. In a memorable performance from the old Kings. Oh, yeah. What a hit. Oh, 2 goals. God, that is the Henneman experience, dude. Wait. Since when was that there? I'm not hallucinating, right? That wasn't there. Since he turned 22, that became a thing. That might explain a lot. That might explain a lot. We love that kid, but that explains so much. Are you serious? Big matches show up when you're 22? Why did I not know that? I straight up didn't know that. You learn something new every day playing this game. Oh my God, he doesn't like big matches. He's such a good player, but he hates big matches. He did just score twice in the match against Wales, like dropped at 8.7. Wow, we're going to have to sell Henneman, dude. We should get mammoth offers for him. I want 100 million. And then we sell him, and then we build the team around Gustavo Duran, Sebastian Beaver, and Max Hervé. And it's a very sad goodbye to Henneman, but people on the YouTube comments have been screaming for us to get rid of Henneman for a while. Absolutely screaming for it. Joulaire just played. He just dropped a 7.3 in 90 minutes against France. Shout out to my boy. He got injured after we turned down a $50 million offer for him, and he has gone back to improving and just put out a fabulous performance against France. Ribeiro Azevedo, Mateus Cunha, and Anthony Chiaretti. Yes. Okay. Good stuff. Almost all right. Everybody's going with the 4-2-3-1 in this tournament. I'm glad that we could find that. Let's see if this works against a not quite as good team. What do you say? Let's see if this standard line works in this situation as well. Will hate big matches affect his value? Of course, everything affects his value, but I will tell you this. Hates big matches is something I weight a lot more than the AI does. That is something that I put a lot more in than the AI does. Okay. Oh, yeah, baby! Let's go! Oh, beautiful defense. Beautiful defense. Yarley's ready to throw the counter punch and make them run backwards. Oh, beautiful ball, dude! That was his moment. Oh, Cunha. How does love hates big matches affect the game? So we don't know exactly, right? Because Football Manager shrouds stuff. But what we do know, and what I have ascertained, because obviously I've filmed the video with Nick Madden before, and I've visited SI before and been able to talk to people in a limited capacity. They do a lot of work to keep a lot of it shrouded mystery, you know, for me as well, because I know if they tell me it's in a video, yes! Yes! And we have come from behind for the second time at this Copa America, and he's got 2! Right now. Josias, now it's for Bruno! Oh, what a comeback by Brazil! All right, sorry, I was talking about Love's Hate big matches. What we do know from talking to them is that you do get a role on your players, right? It's essentially your luck modifier, right? And your consistency and the player's morale and like a lot of factors, right? Go into, oh my goodness, what a goal for Chiaretti. Absolute meltdown for Peru. Anthony Chiaretti is there. It's 5-1. Sorry, I'm staying focused. And it does, like, you're at, you know, that I'll say this every once in a while. Oh, I got a good roll. It's your attributes being higher or lower. It's just by an attribute point or two, right? And it's form, confidence, obviously nerves, consistency, right? That factors in. And the way I imagine big matches working is that the higher the pressure, the more likely you are to get a bad roll. That's how I imagine it works. I do not know for sure because they obviously FM's a black box and it needs to be that way, or else you could literally just fire up an Excel sheet and figure out the exact right decision for you to make, and that would ruin the game because it should be about feel. He's offside there. Like it should be about feel. Look at that second half. Came in, we yelled at them, they came out. Mateus Cunha went from a 6.2 to an 8.5, and that is how we do it. That is how we do it. Oh, now Tottenham's looking to throw the money around, and they're looking at Jan Trujillo. This is the type of offer that we might be able to jump up to something massive. Yeah, because they literally threw like 60 million down initially, and then they threw 73, and we're going to go 110. Come on, I know you have this. I know you have this money. I know you have this money. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's $105 million for one of our best players. I can't believe I'm about to say no to this, but I am about to reject $105 million. So close. Trujillo's staying. I mean, we will be able to get an offer like that again, but Trujillo's staying. I'm not gonna give it up. Not while we're chasing glory. I do want money. I always want to have money in the war chest, and I always want to have a healthy club financially. But we've got other guys we would sell. I'm not high and haven't been high on Naldinho. I think his professionalism is a conflict in the squad, and I think you see that. He doesn't develop. He doesn't really, he doesn't go hard in training. He doesn't fit the culture of the team very well. But he was obviously a tremendous value play, so hopefully the offers come in. Hopefully Tottenham's ready to go for Naldinho. I think he'd be the perfect player for them because they're not necessarily like competing for a Premier League title, but he is, you know, a fringe Brazilian international with a ton of skill and goal-scoring chops, so...